Hey friends, thanks for watching another episode of Team Jesus Outdoors. Hey, with the Bassmaster Classic just a few days away, let's take a look at some of the historical data from past Bassmaster Classics, and let's open a conversation on what the future holds for the Bassmaster Classic. Hey, as most of you guys know, the Super Bowl of bass fishing is just a few days away. In this video, I'd like to start a conversation about the 2019 Classic. Without question, one of the strangest Bassmaster Classics of all time, and what some are predicting to be the last great Bassmaster Classic. Hey friends, leave me a comment in the comment box below. Let me know, what is your top 5 pick to win this week's Bassmaster Classic? What makes this year's Classic so unusual is that 60% of the field are no longer elite anglers. And so for the majority of the field, this is very likely their last Bassmaster Classic for the foreseeable future. In fact, only 11 of the anglers are current Elite Series anglers. Many bass fishing fans have a preconceived false notion that the Major League Fishing guys are not competing in this year's event. In fact, just yesterday, I was at a bass fishing swap meet with a bunch of my bass fishing pals, and I was surprised at how many anglers had not been paying attention to anything going on with this year's Classic, largely because many of them were under the false notion that the Major League Fishing anglers were not going to be competing in the 2019 Classic. So when I asked guys, hey, who's your pick to win this Classic, a lot of guys hadn't given it any consideration yet. Who's going to win the Classic?
The Classic?
Yeah.
Well, the pros left. I don't know.
That's
Garrett?
next week.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, pal? Who's your pick for the Classic?
I don't have a pick right now, but I'll let you know in about 20 minutes.
All right.
I need a. Oh wait, before I do a pick, I need a beer.
Oh boy.
Okay. Go get a beer.
What's up, brother man?
Will it change after each beer? Go with that. All right, so who's your pick, Mike?
Gerald Sporer.
Gerald Sporer. All right, I'm not going to argue with you, but
Yep, that's my pick.
going with the wild card. Classic this week.
I don't even know who's fishing in it.
Well, KVD's in it, so.
Okay.
That's good enough.
Chad Pipkins.
From Michigan, right?
He's not in it.
Well, the water's only 3 feet high and muddy, right?
What do you think, Bob?
I don't
Who's your
know.
pick?
KVD's used to some pretty tough conditions, so
He's hard to beat on the Tennessee
muddy
River.
water, 50
Yeah.
degrees. Yeah. Water.
I'd rather see somebody that stayed loyal to BASS win it than one of the deserters.
I'm like, hey friends, leave me a comment in the comment box below. Let me know, what are your top 5 picks? Who are your top 5 picks to win the 2019 Bassmaster Classic? Will Kevin Van Dam make history and get win number 5? Will Jordan Lee make history and get win number 3 in a row? Will the 2019 Bassmaster Classic be won by one of the Major League Fishing pros like Ott Defoe? Or will the 2019 Bassmaster Classic be won by one of the Elite Series pros that many think would be better for the sport? Who do you predict will win the 2019 Bassmaster Classic? In the first 48 Bassmaster Classics, there have been 38 winners. 32 anglers have won the Classic a single time, while 6 anglers have multiple victories. Our most previous winner, Jordan Lee, has 2 victories, while George Cochran has 2 victories. Hank Parker had 2 victories. Bobby Murray had 2 victories. Bobby Murray being the first Bassmaster winner, won in 71 and then also repeated in the late 70s. Meanwhile, Rick Clunn and KVD each have 4 wins. The venue for the 2019 Bassmaster Classic is the Tennessee River out of Knoxville, Tennessee. This is a gigantic playing field. The anglers fishing this year's Classic have a lot of water at their discretion. It's interesting to note that the smallest venue the Bassmaster Classic has ever been at was Lay Lake in Alabama at only 12,000 acres. The largest venue the Bassmaster Classic has ever visited was Lake Michigan out of Chicago with 14 million surface acres. But there is a ton of fishable water on the Tennessee River that this year's anglers are going to have access to. Many of this year's anglers will be no stranger at all to the Tennessee River. It's interesting to note that in the first 48 years of the Bassmaster Classic, the Classic has been located in 17 different states. The state of Alabama has been the host destination for 13 of those 48 events, while the state of Louisiana has hosted 6, the state of Virginia has hosted 3, state of North Carolina has hosted 6, the state of South Carolina has hosted 3, and several states have hosted the Classic 2 times each, including Arkansas, Texas, Florida, and Oklahoma, as well as Tennessee. The 2019 Classic will be the 3rd stop in Tennessee, and then 7 other states have hosted the Classic a single time. The state of Kentucky hosted the Classic on the Ohio River. The state of Pennsylvania hosted the Classic at 3 Rivers. The state of Illinois hosted the Classic on Lake Michigan. The state of Ohio hosted the Classic on the Ohio River. The state of New York hosted the Classic 1 year. The state of Mississippi hosted the Classic 1 year on Ross Barnett. And the very first Classic in 1971 was hosted in Nevada on Lake Mead. Friends, for the entire history of professional bass fishing, the Bassmasters Classic has always been the most coveted trophy in our sport. I have given this a lot of thought. I've done a lot of research. I've looked into a lot of statistics. And it is my opinion that the Bassmaster Classic will continue to be the biggest event in bass fishing going forward for the 2020 Classic and beyond. It's certainly going to be different not having the Bass Pro Tour anglers being part of the Bassmaster Classic, but I don't think it is going to take away from the greatness that is the Bassmaster Classic. There are still plenty of incredible anglers left fishing the BASS Elites. The College Series is feeding us an incredible field of very talented anglers every year. Every year, more and more anglers joining the ranks of the pros are coming out of the College Series, and that number is just going to continue to get bigger and bigger. So I believe that it is safe to say the Bassmaster Classic will be no less coveted in 2020 and beyond than it has always been. It will always be the most coveted trophy in bass fishing. Hey friends, here in order are my top 6 picks. KVD, Ott Defoe, Jordan Lee, Andy Montgomery, Steve Kennedy, and Gerald Swindle. Friends, while the Bassmaster Classic is most likely the biggest celebration in bass fishing, the biggest celebration in Christianity is Easter. Easter is a celebration of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And the Bible teaches without the resurrection of Jesus Christ, there can be no forgiveness of sins. With Easter only a month away, I pray that you guys would find yourself in church on Easter Sunday morning. I pray that in 2019 you will give some consideration to giving your life to Jesus Christ. I pray that in 2019 you will take the Easter celebration very seriously, and that you might find redemption in the shed blood of Jesus Christ as we celebrate his resurrection this year. Guys, don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment box below. Let me know who your pick is to win the 2019 Bassmaster Classic. Thanks again for watching Team Jesus Outdoors. God bless, tight lines. We will see you guys on the water.